folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Volksholm on Farming Sim 15. And I have just replaced the tractor we bought brand new the last time. This big Voltra 1050. Fendt. There were some log errors. One of the things you may have noticed on the other one was there was always lights on in the front, and they're no longer on. The lights do work still, but they don't stay on when you're not making use of them. So they cleaned up the errors. They added a couple little sparkies here and there. Things like dual wheels are now available and that sort of thing. And they doubled the price. Now, welcome to the most expensive tractor I've ever seen in Farm Sim. 600,000. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's, I guess because it's the size of a house, they figure it should be worth at least what a house costs. Yeah. So that's where that yeah. Don't ask. This is common. I mean, these tractors just fall over with little or no real reason or explanation. I'm sure we're all aware of that. Yeah. I noticed one thing they did not fix, so I'm starting to wonder if it's a graphic glitch of some kind in my computer. You see the way the mirrors flash a little bit? Yeah. It's also one of these mods. I've noticed some of them work this way. That every once in a while the mirrors will go dark unless you're actually looking at them. And it's kind of weird, but yeah, it does do that. And they do flicker a bit. Inside, pretty much the same. There is still an IC. We can open our front hydraulic arms, although I do believe they were open. Doors, etc., still all, you know, that happy stuff works. We can still pop these out, although now they do seem to have a bit more of a use, because we can also click N and M. Now if we jump back out and have a look at our big puppy, we'll see she's all duly wheeled and such. So, kind of cool. Part add remove, open close door. That's something I like too, is you can do things from outside the cab, right? So if we hit R, that will open and close the door, or it will add or remove a part. So maybe we should see if we can get far enough away from the door, close enough to trigger the parts. Not really? No? Well, maybe she's still in need of a touch more work. Oh, I like the inside detailing on the duals for the wheels, though. Okay, open, close the door. Oh, now we're not going to get the parts on. Oh, there we go. Add, remove. What's it going to remove? I don't actually... Maybe it doesn't do it with the duals. I was pretty sure it actually removed the front fenders when you have the single wheels. At any rate, yeah, this unfortunately fell over, as I say. See, we can't get her back up on its wheelies. And we'll send this guy back down. Now if I go up here to add remove part, well, it opened the door. And it closes the door. Okay. Oh. My mistake, wrong key. Let's try R again. Oh, here's what's going on, right? It's adding and removing the wheel weight back here. That's why the trigger was coming in so late. Okay, makes sense. Anyways, carrying right along. Did I shut this down? No. That would be all that loud noise and rumbling and such we hear. Okay, you're back on your feet. That's nice. I actually came up a little too tight on this corner here. Yeah. And clipped the end of this little hump right here. Except clipped at enough of an angle that it put the tractor up on two wheels, and turned the wheel hard the wrong way, and the next thing I knew I was climbing out through the passenger window. So, not that this thing particularly has a passenger, but it's kind of funny. One of the tractors I have that I will be using when we can afford it on the Baldacchino map, because it is an old style tractor. You can actually buy a passenger's chair for it for $1, and then you have that in your tractor. So kind of cool, I guess. What else have we got to do today? Not a whole lot of milk in the tanks. We don't really have to worry about that. But what I would like to see, a couple of things. I'm waiting for the crops to ripen. Now, as I told you guys, this silage pit is darn near full. In fact, we turn our HUD back on, and it's 37% fermented. Okay. The one down at the silage, or the biogas, of course, is considerably less than that. But what I really want to know is where to get more of these cool coins. No, is what we have going on with the rest of this gear. Now I know I can add earth roots, but is this completely down? No. Okay, they've still got lots of grain. You can see the level in the tube. And they've still got water, so they should be coming right along. I don't believe, and this is, see, I like the old pig mod where you actually had to muck out the stalls and stuff. I thought that was kind of cool. So that's how those guys are doing. That trailer over there, by the way, that will be our transporter trailer for animals. It has some kind of neat little bitsy-piecey things that go on that we will get a chance to look at when we finally get around to transporting animals. Although, in honesty, it may not be real soon, and it may not, in fact, be on this map. As much as I like the map, it is going to sort of draw to a close. Those of you that caught... What the heck is this? Oh, it's just one of these little houses. It almost looked like that animal trailer I just bought. Those of you that caught my episode from yesterday, I would assume it would be. These guys are good too. We just need earth roots. I would assume it's for yesterday. Realize that we are kind of starting to reach the end of this particular series. It's been 20-something episodes. Now, granted, we have had to start here and there. We've had to restart it. Now, okay, these need planted. Alrighty, now I know. The here we go, animals and statistics. Here we are. How are we doing? Slaughter weight 14, slaughter weight 4. Not sure just what that's about. So they need mixed rations, earth fruits, and silage. Okay. Well, we know everybody's waiting for mixed rations and silage to get up to full production. So hopefully, once one of these bunkers comes of age, we will fulfill that need. Both those needs, actually. Yeah, this is kind of cool. The rear hatch lowers, and it has a ladder on it. That's for people, and then this side panel unfolds and lowers for loading your animals. So, really cool. I'm waiting for my crops to come. This one, and also we have corn way down in field 33, 34, or whatever it is, that I'm not going to do any more of as silage. I'd like to take it off the field as corn. So, and as I also mentioned in my other episode yesterday, it's a big shout out to Lord Iffy Boatface, because I think although he is a subscriber of mine, he might also be the actual author of this map, which I'm really embarrassed to have to go 20-something episodes in before I realized it. Now, we might have a little bit of a problem going on here, too, with the map. A couple episodes ago, I told you guys, this is sort of why I'm wandering aimlessly. I'm really needing to advance time, which I guess we can do. The problem is, now, I remember I told you guys I took out what was called the night growth mod, where all your growth basically takes place at night. Well, it cut through crops out of sync. Now, I did put it back in because nothing ever got any further matured than it was when I took the mod out. Yeah, it wasn't so cool. I did manage to get that back, but I think somehow it has set it out of sync, in so much as my crops are going to come due in the middle of the night. how do I know this? See, now normally they'd go through their growth period, and is there anything planted on this field? Sorry guys, I know I get distracted really easily. Where are we? Field. Apparently something. What? Oh, no, nothing. 22. I got a lot of fields to plant. I'm waiting for these. But yeah, because normally this night growth cycle would have taken it from this stage and then to ripe. However, I've tried this already, and this is my second go at this. I actually quit the game without saving to set it back to this level, because what happened was, when the sun came up in the morning at 6 a.m., this was rotten. My field of corn that I'm saving to harvest as corn was also rotten. So, now, I know I can turn withering off in the options, and I may end up having to do that for this particular harvest on this map, because like I said, it's either that or we're going to find ourselves doing 2 massive harvests in the middle of the night, and that's not really fun. And we're here to have fun. So, what else are we going to do? Well, let's actually just kick this down. I'll do this later, this time advancement. So I think what I really want to do right at the moment is grab that little cedar. And I'm thinking the 650 will do quite nice now that it's... That's not the 650, is it? No. See, I get confused because I would think the 650 would be smaller in stature than the 820. Sort of makes sense, right? But then we've also got to realize that that's actually a reskinned Ultra. So perhaps the Ultra is actually a little bit smaller than what the Aryan would be. Aryan, or however it's pronounced. Because I do believe that's still an Aryan, not an Axian, isn't it? Aye. This is called the Linda Blair maneuver, by the way, because she's the only person that's ever actually been able to do that, other than an owl, i.e. turn your head 340 degrees or so. For those of you who don't know who Linda Blair is, good for you. She played the lead role in an old movie called The Exorcist, and she spun her head 360 degrees and threw up on a nun. Never before seen in the history of film. Alright, now, Clee. That's what we want. I don't have to do what else. This whole thing with the Seed Master, now apparently these are what are called pickled seeds. From what I can understand, at least going through some other stuff. But again, I'm not 100% clear on what the difference would be. We will plant a field of them. The fields down below the farm that we have just recently harvested, in fact, are going to be the ones that I pick on for that particular task. Alright, let's unfold. Yeah, don't wash the dang thing. Spent $5,000 on a pressure washer, but don't wash your gear. It's just gonna get dirty again anyway. Alright, cleaning, we will go. Oh yeah, no, we did do this, and it went to wilt too. Okay, we're gonna actually try and, now, I'm gonna go with a hired worker, just to see. Okay. Well, give them a few feet, you know how it is with these guys. It takes them a couple of minutes to realize, I can't do this, sorry, goodbye. Alright, so we are re-cleaning this field. Nice. And... oof. Just goes way out there, don't it? I'm just wondering how bad a strip he's gonna leave. And there's no point cutting a headland because it makes no difference. I mean, look at that. I don't understand that. Oh, that's just ridiculous. That's most of the length of the field. Wow. Just that sort of thing blows me away. You know, it really tired of that in Farm Sim 13. I thought it was something they'd actually figure out. If anything, it's now worse. Articulated tractors, not so bad, believe it or not. They tend to do a better job. But I've also noticed if you have a fixed device, like this one, the only swivel is the actual hitch. The articulated tractors, when they get to the end of this, he'll turn halfway, and then he will back the device up so that he can line up perfectly for the side of it. Now look at how much seed he's wasting. Almost the entire width. And yet when he gets here, he will skip a lion's share of it. That's just, yeah. I don't understand it. I really don't. I mean, look at that. It's not even an attempt to get close. Wow. That's just horrible. Oh well, we know we will have to fix that up ourselves. Okay, you, sir, however. What do we need you to do? Not a lot. I don't know why you're sitting out here in the middle of weird little shadowy things appearing in the pavement. Yeah, I don't really know why you're sitting out here. I think we can probably tuck you away. In fact, I think we can pick your ex-buddy's weight up off the ground, plop that onto you. Yeah, I can't believe how bad a job those hired workers do. Oh, no way. He's stuck on that? Are you serious? What the heck was the point of having like a 500 horsepower tractor that's going to get stuck on something that tiny? You need four-wheel drive to get off. You are just a ridiculous thing, aren't you? Alright, now tuck yourself. Booger. There you go. Okay. Hail, hail, the fleet's all here. Nice. Alrighty. We are... See, I don't know which of these is going to come due first, either. The, canola here, or that corn. I'm pretty sure I planted the corn well before the canola, but they're both showing the same stage, which is can be cut for silage because we have the green silage mod. However, it really sucks that I have to harvest them at night. Now I'm hoping once these are down and they are actually planted and seeded with the night growth mod, that it'll kind of reset, its clock, and things will be cool again. We'll be able to harvest in the daylight, in other words. So, he's still going at it here. And he's still doing a freaking horrible job. Yes, you're doing a horrible job. Ugh. Wow. Oh, look, he's getting better. Here's the end of this one. As you can see, I actually went like 3 feet out on that one. Weird. These odd little drag marks, too, every so many feet. See that? Odd, eh? I guess it's just part of the... It's almost like they stapled the ground texture together in strips. I don't know. I do not know. Oh, I dunna know. You know what? I don't even own a chainsaw. You know what? I'd like to own a chainsaw. And we'll have a husky. Thank you kindly. Okay. Okay. Haram. Bye-bye. Boom. Stay there. No, stay there. Stay Okay. Good. Lovely. Lovely. Something to do while that tractor's busy doing very little. Alright, nice. Now, let's get this little puppy out of the way. Have a little squat. And nice and close. You can't write this kind of stuff. Look at that, eh? That's brilliant. And we'll stay right here and stop it with the edge of our foot. Ooh, it almost stopped us. Woohoo! Alright. Did we get her all? Not quite. What do we got here? There we go. Nice. So, a little stump munch in there and we'll be good. Cool. Oh, you're done, are you? Alright. Yeah, I'll leave that. Come here. Yeah. I don't know when these guys are going to figure out that just because you leave the e-brake on doesn't mean you're competent. When you can actually do this in one run, then you're confident. We'll hold that poor truss over here. Alright, let's clean up our hired workers' mess, shall we? As the best of we can. Right? Oops, I probably could have tracked a little smarter than that, couldn't I? Okay, this guy's just got a horrible... Oh, come on. What are you... Really? Hung up on the front weight, can you believe it? I have no idea why it refused to turn. Maybe there was a hump in the grass there or something, but it absolutely refused to turn. Turn you back on. Unbelievable, eh? Basically 3 widths of the tool is how much he missed. I mean, that's a large percentage of the field. Truly is. More than I really care to think he should be leaving. There we go. We will, of course, fertilize this up and all of that. Let's fix the other end. I'm not bothering to raise it, I'm just shutting it off between these runs. Over we go. Whoa. Okay. Alright. Like that is probably close enough. So let's raise it up, let's fold it up, let's get the heck out of here. That's nice. And unfortunately, as I say, I think we have to wait and do our harvest at night. And I really don't like trying to record episodes at night. You know, it's dark enough, and YouTube tends to add to the darkness. Yeah, that could be taken a lot of ways and would be true in most of them. Yeah, it does tend to make things even darker than they actually are. And that's kind of scary considering, like I say, this game is pretty dark at night. Remember that whole FS13 mod that gave you darker nights? Yeah. That was okay, because actually I guess it was a little bit on the bright side of FS13. There you go. Alright, our clee is cleed. I suppose we could fertilize it, but to the best of my knowledge, clover is not a harvestable crop. It is in itself being used as a fertilizing agent. At least it should be, right? That's the whole purpose. It's called green fertilizer. So, alright, out you get. Shut you down, jump out. And we have these back in the game. So we can now make our own chickens. I love this mod. It became a staple on pretty much every map I did in FS13. So we have been neglecting our egg collecting duties, apparently. And that's not good, because if I don't pick them up every day, I've noticed my chickens get a little bit pranksterish. In so much as, I don't know whether they got one of the local farm cats, maybe, or whether there's a slightly more intelligent animal cruising around the farm, but, well, I'll show you. See, one of these chickens always lays his eggs in the same, her eggs in the same spot, and that's kind of convenient, because you get that one little cluster of eggs. Now, let's head up here, because, oops, there is inevitably going to be an egg, and there is not. Every single time I do this, when I'm recording, there's no egg. If I were to come up here and I wasn't recording, guaranteed there'd be an egg dead center of that table. And in fact, this says we are missing how many eggs? 4. Somewhere there's still 4 random eggs. Cool. But we have the incubators. Not only do we have the incubators, which I always liked, because now you're making your own chickens, and that's, let's face it, if you were bothering to raise chickens, but not by the billion like they do on the big chicken farms, you would breed your own chickens. Why not? I know when I had chickens, that was part of it. You know, we went for the eggs, but we did not kill all of our chickens for meat. We always bred a few, so we always had fresh chicks. The heck wants to keep buying them? Same thing here. We have the sheep and the cow breeding facilities are back. So I planted one of each down here. Now, there's a very good point with these that was brought up in 2013, and that's the fact that I believe they were 55,000 a piece. They're only 25 now. But you couldn't, over the lifetime of a game, make up enough money to actually validate that. Now, of course, cattle now are like $2,500, so breeding a calf is no small measure, right? That's a pretty good investment. You still, though, when they were $55,000 for the building, yeah, you got to breed a lot of calves, and they don't come quick. It takes days and days and days. So, but by the same token, I figure if you place them on your map, right, not using your own funds, I mean basically cheat them in, they added realism to the entire operation, because like I said, you would generally, you know, you wouldn't go out every year and buy a new stock of calves to have a dairy farm or a meat farm or whatever the heck you got going on. You know, when your cows came into their own, you'd breed them. and then you get all the other little cows for next to nothing. So that's what we're doing. We've got that back up and running. And on that note, I think I'm going to call this one an episode. Iffy, if you're out there, if you're, never mind. If you're out there watching this one, let me know, bud. I left a message on your site, but let me know. Are you the guy that did this map? If you are, damn, dude. Fine job. So, till next time, we hopefully we'll have our crops back on track. I'm going to continue to advance time. But I will be harvesting in the middle of the night because, like I said, by 5 o'clock in the morning, they went from this stage to withered. So I'm hoping I can find something in between. But till next time around, this has been Species 7 for Farm Sim 15 on the ever-amazing Volksholm version 1.64 map. Till next time, well, take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.